Remember those days when you'd come home, boot up your console, and get completely lost in a game for hours? When the world around you disappeared and it felt like you were part of something extraordinary? But lately, gaming has lost its magic for a lot of people. What used to feel like an escape now feels repetitive. Many gamers are asking, why are video games so boring now? Is it the industry? Is it us? Or maybe a combination of both? Let's break it down. We're diving deep into how gaming has evolved or devolved, and what might be killing the excitement. Let's start with the biggest gripe: repetition. Look at the landscape of games today. How many open-world titles are out there? Every year, we're inundated with massive maps filled with generic quests, collectibles, and grindy mechanics. At first glance, these worlds seem rich, but after a while, they all start to feel the same. Take Far Cry or Assassin's Creed. These franchises were once groundbreaking. Now, they're predictable. You climb towers, unlock the map, and repeat the same few objectives. Even newer games like Hogwarts Legacy fell into this trap. Fun at first, but ultimately, they stick to a well-worn formula. It feels like the industry has traded creativity for safety. Why innovate when the tried-and-tested formula still makes money? But here's the thing. Gamers aren't fooled. We notice when mechanics are recycled, and it chips away at the excitement. If there's one thing killing gaming joy, it's the relentless focus on monetization. Microtransactions, battle passes, premium skins, you name it. Games today aren't just about providing a complete experience, they're about nickel-and-diming players every step of the way. Remember the launch of Star Wars Battlefront 2? EA locked fan-favorite characters like Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker behind absurd grind times unless you paid extra. And that's just one example. The sad reality is that publishers have turned games into monetization machines. Even multiplayer games suffer. Titles like FIFA or Call of Duty push seasonal passes that pressure you to keep spending to stay competitive or unlock content. This shift has made games feel less like art and more like a subscription service. Now, let's flip the script. What if the problem isn't just the games? What if it's us? Nostalgia plays a massive role in how we view gaming. When we think of classics like The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, or Final Fantasy VII, we're not just remembering the game itself, we're remembering how it made us feel. Back then, gaming was new, exciting, and unexplored. We didn't know what to expect, so every discovery felt monumental. Now, after decades of gaming, we've seen it all. Plot twists, mechanics, even Easter eggs. It's harder for modern games to surprise us the way those old classics did. Another major issue is the industry's obsession with visuals. Don't get me wrong, modern games are gorgeous. Ray tracing, 4K textures, hyper-realistic character models, they're technical marvels. But sometimes, it feels like developers are more focused on making games look good than making them fun. Take Cyberpunk 2077. It promised an immersive, jaw-dropping experience, but at launch, it was riddled with bugs, shallow gameplay, and broken mechanics. The hype around its visuals couldn't save it from the backlash when players realized the game didn't live up to its promises. This prioritization of graphics over innovation is like putting icing on a cake with no flavor. It looks great, but once you take a bite, you're left disappointed. But not all hope is lost. While big-budget studios play it safe, indie developers are taking risks and pushing boundaries. Games like Stardew Valley, Hollow Knight, and Hades prove that passion and creativity can still shine in the industry. These games don't rely on bloated budgets or hyper-realistic graphics. Instead, they focus on meaningful mechanics, heartfelt stories, and unique designs. Indie studios are proving that you don't need to spend millions to create something unforgettable. If you're feeling burned out by mainstream games, the indie scene might be exactly what you need to reignite your love for gaming. So, where do we go from here? The gaming industry is at a crossroads. On one hand, we've got big studios chasing profits and playing it safe. On the other, there's a growing demand for fresh, innovative experiences, and indie developers are stepping up to meet it. Maybe we need to rethink how we engage with games. Instead of chasing the next blockbuster, we could explore smaller titles or revisit old favorites. And maybe, just maybe, the industry will start taking risks again. So why are video games boring now? It's a mix of repetitive design, aggressive monetization, and maybe a bit of our own nostalgia clouding our expectations. But gaming isn't dead, it's just evolving. The question is, what do you want from the future of gaming? Are you craving more innovation, or are you content with the status quo? Let's talk about it in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more gaming deep dives.